a show. You coming with me, baby girl, you a prime time, I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
On the shores of Lake Erie here in the city of rock and roll. Our coverage of the NFL brings us to Huntington Bank Field. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And off we go from Cleveland. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. That stop made by T.J. Watt.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
16, 19,
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Sanders. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Get it. Ready.
Judkins up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Play action, Sanders. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
3rd down, Steelers in the dime, 6 DBs out there.
70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of them Common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Ready.
Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18, Pioneer. Trap 60, Trap 60.
3rd and long for him here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Not on the same page with his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. And send a receiver left. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 70 Lions.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But then that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff here for Junkins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Browns 1st down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Warriors 70, ready. 18, Panther 11, Panther.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Big strike downfield to Judy. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Over 25 on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Viking 18. Cougar 19. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
19, Tiger, nice.
Back to the air here on second. Sanders has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Ready, 65, 65.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Eddie Judkins on the drop down. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
All set now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, start. 6, Buffalo 80. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. And the Steelers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
That's one of those drives, Kate, especially on the opening drive. You come to the sidelines, and all you're thinking about, unfortunately, is the failure at the end. It's kind of like being a student. You're so good all semester, and then you just bomb the final exam.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Howard. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Go left side, and Tillman has it. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Calvin Austin on the return. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down, and number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
If only every drive could start like this, right, partner? 1st and goal to begin this one. Judkins. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Browns pull out in front further, 13-zip. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Austin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howard escapes the pocket.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. It's the defense all over this one. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking down to 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Johnson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. And on the tackle that time, the former top 10 pick by the Steelers, Devin Bush.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They kick the running back in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets him on the end route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. Right? I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Throwing now, Howard. Going with a screen to Johnson. Room to run inside the 20. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Steelers have a 1st down. From the red zone on 1st. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Warren here from the gun. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 7.
just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he's going to field this one in the end zone without a return. So that's going to bring us out to the 35-yard line. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
65 catch. Get it? 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Ready?
To the air, Sanders taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Drop 50.
Throwing again here, Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down.
Cougar 19 Lions. Ready?
Now Sanders. On him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Browns are lined up to punt. Calvin Austin on the return for the Steelers. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Howard, 1st and 10. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up, Brock, with 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. Running back sent in motion. Working inside the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Cowboys, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to get it to Harold Fanning Jr. with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third.
60 Viking 8, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Panther 11.
They'll throw, third and long. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Yeah, I know we're coming down the home stretch of his rookie campaign, and he's supposed to have learned from these mistakes. It's a long season in the NFL, and that pick shows you he's still got a lot to learn.
They kick the running back in motion. On first down, Howard. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
The incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Johnson up the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
On third down, here's Johnson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
1st and 10 from the 32. On play action, here's Howard. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better and make it another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
It's Johnson on second down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's the rookie out of UCLA, Brock, Carson Swessinger, making the stop. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Johnson again. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Steelers.
Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
70,
He'll throw it. Oh, what a play! He adjusted to the tipped pass, reels in that deep shot. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So this is Andre Schmidt to attempt this Browns field goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Pretty obvious right there. That field goal doesn't happen without the big strike before it. But you know what I love, Kate? I love the sense of urgency. Everybody on the same page. They needed that big play to put points on the board.
Here's Miller on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Second half starts off with a run by Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Complete right side to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
What a great sign to start the second half with this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Johnson gets it again on second. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Here we go, Shaq. Nike 18.
1st and 10. Here's Howard. That one's complete right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Steeler first down.
Here's Johnson. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 79.
Howard now to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. They'll run with Warren. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Back to throw it. This finds his target. That's Metcalf. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Bring the tight end left. 1st and goal, Warren. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11.
Browns 17.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
60 by 2. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Nothing.
Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Hits his running back. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he set out. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Browns 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yap on top of him.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Smash, smash. Let's go, go.
Another one for Judkins. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
It's Sanders out of the pistol. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Hawk 7. Cougar 19.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hold it ready.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Bison, 60 by 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go. It's Sanders. It's caught. Fannin has it. And he's not going to get to the end zone. The stop is made in time at the 2, but hey, 4 more chances coming. They've got a 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Judkins. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
It's Judkins again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns start the 2nd half with some needed points. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
Liking 18. Ready, ready.
They give it to the back of the zone read. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here comes Austin. This makes it up to the 25. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Vikings, check out.
Warren once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
And it's 3rd down.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Steelers with the ball. They're leading, but not by a lot. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They draw it up for him. And tackle just in time to prevent that 1st down. That brings up 4th and maybe a yard.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. The Steelers set to punt it, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Ready.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Strike. Go.
Quick throw is caught. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he stops.
16. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Sanders. Connecting on the slant. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's an excellent job getting completion.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ready up.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7.
Ready. Panther 11. Panther 11. Warriors 7.
Sanders back to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready. Go with him. Go with him. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Sanders now on third down. Flushed out now to his left. Catch made over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the 42.
Get it.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Give him a couple on that carry. Second down coming up.
Ramsey brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Play action, Sanders. Three inside the 30. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 35 out of that play. And that's a Browns first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Go. Viking 18. Go.
Another game to Judkins. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Sanders setting to pass. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Judkins running between the tackles. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Bronco 80.
He's back to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
7 Pirates. Tag. Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 19 Lions. Ready?
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And he's going to score a touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 4th quarter lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. So that's going to push him back for 2nd down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Steelers down by only 1. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. To the air, Howard dumps it off to his running back. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 27. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
At the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He got mighty close, didn't he? But they marked him just short of the first. He's at the 34. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Here we go, third and less than a yard. Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. You got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches.
Let's go now.
Going for it with Warren. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly, for his offense to get a first down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. Trying to push deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
His kick is drifting, and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
It's one of these moments, it's hard to describe the emotional swing that everyone in the stadium just went through over the last couple plays. Imagine how it felt for those guys down there playing for the win. Big play set up the game winner, only for it not to connect.
So the Browns come away with the win. This was a game they had circled a long time.